So what we're going to do in class today is we are going to have a little contest. I want you to get into your speaking groups. If you don't remember who's in your speaking group, then whatever internet-connected device you have available, just go down to the forum where the videos are going to be posted, and your names, the names of the group, are listed in that forum. Get together in your speaking groups, and now here's what's going to happen. As a team, you should, first of all, decide what topic do you want the speech to be about. Now, the only parameter I have is that you should pick a speech that's appropriate for a classroom, naturally, but it should also be a speech that the other people in the class will think was the best speech, which means it can be informative, it could be persuasive, it could be a speech to entertain, it could be a speech to inspire, it could be a how-to speech. Use your creativity and try to come up with a topic for a speech that the other people in the class will think was the best speech. Once you've done that, what I want you to do is decide what are the main points going to be and do a prospectus for each main point. And then I want you to arrive at a thesis statement for which your main points pass the because or the for example test. One person on your team should be responsible for taking all of this and putting it together as an outline in the proper format. You can go into Beacon Learning, you can use Marina's sample outline, Jenna's sample outline, or the sample outline I did about pizza. You can use those as models to follow. The person who is responsible for the outline needs to email it to me before the first class meeting of next week, and I'll explain more about that in about 2 seconds. Another person in the group needs to be the spokesperson, the one who is going to deliver the speech. So the person who's responsible for the outline and the person who's going to deliver the speech need to coordinate together very closely. You might need to meet over the weekend, or you might do it in a Google document that you can both see, because whoever agrees to be the spokesperson, what you're going to do is you're going to prepare note cards. The note cards will have whatever you need from the outline boiled down to comply with the 3-word rule, and you might want to look at the sample note cards that I have posted in Beacon Learning to see what those should probably look like, and then practice them a couple of times. What's going to happen at the first class meeting next week, for the Monday, Wednesday, Friday sections, it'll be on Monday, and for the Tuesday, Thursday section, it'll be on Tuesday, is we are going to deliver the speeches, and then the people in class are going to vote for and score the speeches. You're going to use the grade sheet that I use on speech 1 for those who have passed the basic competencies, and you are going to give each speech a grade, and then you're going to rank them from best to worst. Now, you will not score and you will not rank your own group's speech. You'll rank the speeches that come from the other groups. And you might be wondering what's at stake. Well, there are 2 things. The first thing is, for the group that wins the contest, I will bake a batch of homemade cookies, and you'll get those, and I think those are reasonably good. But more importantly, the group that wins the contest gets what I call the get-out-of-jail-free card. One time during the semester, when it is your turn to speak, because I've put up a randomized order and I've come to you in the order and I say, okay, right now you give your speech or it's a 0. If you're in the winning group from this contest on one occasion, you can say, I am using my get out of jail free card. You then go to the bottom of the order, and everyone else has to go before you would have to go. That's for the group that wins the contest. So that's the motivation for you to try to win this contest. So one more time. In your groups, decide on what the topic is going to be. The only objective is it needs to be appropriate for a classroom, and it needs to be something that the other people in class will think was the best topic. You need to generate material for it. You need to put that into the form of a proper outline. 2-second digression here. At the meeting where you give the speeches and we judge them, we will also take a minute as a class and go over each outline. I already mentioned that you're going to email those outlines to me. I will run off copies of the outline for everybody in class, so everyone is going to have the outline in front of them while your spokesperson is giving the speech. So we will judge the outline to make sure that it was proper formats. Then whoever the spokesperson is for the speech should, over the weekend, create note cards, practice the speech a few times, and be bold enough that when the first class meeting of next week comes around, you can get up on your feet and deliver the speech. That's what we're going to work on today. And if it happens to be Friday at 10 a.m., we have a preview day student who is visiting us, or at least we have tentative plans for there to be a preview day student. And to the preview day student, if you're here, hi. I'm off in Yachats at a retreat, or I would be here to tell you things about NCU. But what I would invite you to do is join one of the groups and contribute your creativity. They can bring you up to speed on how this all works, and along the way, they can tell you things about NCU. That's what we are doing over the last class meeting of this week and the first class meeting of next week, and I think you're going to find that it makes a lot of the things we've been talking about up until now snap into place. At least that's what I hope happens.